I reminisce for a spell, or shall I say think back 22 years ago to keep it on track. The birth of a child on the 8th of October.
What's up, you guys? This is Enraged Temper. I'm not sure what I'm going to title this video, but if you're a smoker or you're around smokers, everybody at some point has been through drug court or been on papers or probation or whatever they may call it where you are, okay? Where you have to take piss tests, you are under all sorts of regulations, and if you fuck these things up, you are just going to end up in worse trouble. Because normally you end up into these things by ending up in trouble with the law, which is not always a very good thing to, you know, it's never a good thing to run into the law, alright, in any situation. Like, every single time you run into the law, you're going through some bullshit. It's just like going to the courthouse. Nobody likes the courthouse because every single time you go into the fucking courthouse, you're going into the courthouse for some fucking bullshit. Every single time. But everybody's been on papers, and I was on drug court, which basically I had to wake up. These stipulations now, these regulations that I was held to are absolutely fucking insane. I mean, this is a period of time in my life that we're talking about right now that I was the most suicidal of pretty much my whole entire life during this one time period where I could not smoke weed, where I was not hanging out with all of my friends because I could not smoke weed. So, for my occasion and for my instance, I'm going to somewhat try and help or give tips out there to anybody who may be on papers or drug court or what have you. Number one is just try not to fuck up. It's really hard. It really is. But you just have to... Is you getting high? While I just ended a sentence in the middle of a sentence to start another sentence. Is you getting high worth you ending up in deep shit? Because all you're doing is digging a deeper hole. All you're doing is going further into this hole that you've already dug yourself. You dug this hole to begin with somehow. You ended up in this hole, and now you are digging the hole deeper around you. Is that worth it? Now, in some cases, it can be worth it. I mean, if you're about to fucking kill yourself and the only way that you can get past it is to go ahead and smoke and say fuck it, then do it, okay? Do it, because nobody should govern your life in that way, in any way whatsoever. Number two is try to stay positive, okay? I was in that shit. I had to go to 2 group therapy sessions a week, and sit basically not in a circle, but you can see it as Alcoholics Anonymous. Fuck my stuttering. Alcoholics Anonymous. Everybody's sitting around in a fucking circle, sitting there talking about, oh, well, what did you do bad to get here? Oh, well, it's that sort of game. That's exactly how the fuck it is. And so what I would do is, because when I got there, everybody was slumped over. Everybody was fucking... They were tired, like they just, nobody wanted to be there, just imagine a bunch of fucking stoners in a place where they really don't want to be, and I mean really don't want to be. That's really how it was, and it just got me down every single time. So, I tried my hardest to stay positive and get other people positive and actually make friends, and I talked about all sorts of shit, like life stories times 1,000 and just every single little thing that I ever believed in, and I told a shit ton of war stories. I got into so much trouble for that shit, and a war story is basically a story about something that you did while you weren't on papers, how you used to get fucked up or go break the law with other people. That's what they would call a war story, and I told a lot of those because a lot of people laughed at mine. A lot of people thought they were very humorous in the way that everything happened. Number 3, make friends. Try and make friends. They are there. You're all stoners. You're all stoners trapped in a program for an amount of time. Like, you might as well come out of it with some sort of friends. Like, I came out of it with a couple of friends from drug court, and now I just know, like, all sorts of fucking people. Number 4, do what you're supposed to do. Abide by the rules you're supposed to abide by. For example, me, okay, I had to wake up between 6 a.m. and noon every day and call into a fucking system every day to see if I had a piss test every day. And then every 2 weeks on the dot, I would have to be to the fucking courthouse to sign a paper to prove that I was there at the courthouse on that day. And then, the other thing I had to do, what was the other thing I had to do? Group therapy. Okay? Group therapy. And all those things were shit, because if you drank, the piss test they used was so fucking on point that if you drank 8 ounces of water or more within 1 hour, you would dilute your fucking piss. I swear. I swear to God. I would hold my piss from the moment I fucking woke up in the morning until I went to go and take that piss test. Just because I did not want my shit to come out and dilute, because I was not fucking up. Like, I wanted to smoke weed so bad again, I could fucking taste it, I was there, I wanted to do it, you know, and holy shit, when I got off drug court, I got fucking stupid high for the first, like, month and a half, 2 months that I was back smoking. But, number 5, there are ways you can smoke, but that you shouldn't smoke, like vinegar, for example. One of my buddies who I was in drug court with fucked up and drank fucking, or not drank anything, but he smoked like an eighth or more of good weed, and he had a piss test the next day, and he called me like that morning, early in the morning. He was like, because I was, you know, known in drug court at that point. I had a personality. I was a star in drug court, put it that way. So this kid called me and he was like, you know, what could I use, da 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 da, and he was serious about it. And one thing that I had heard in the program that worked was half a glass of water and half a glass of vinegar. And I told him that, and I was like, you can't blame me if you fail, you know, whatever. I'm just helping you out in the ways that I can help you out. And he was like, all right, you know, sweet, thanks. And so he did that, and he actually passed. But there are other ways. Vinegar, there are detox things that you can buy. But these things, a lot of the time, they're only good for one smoke out. It's better to just stay sober the whole time, and they can severely damage your body. I mean, they can fuck your shit up. Like, bad. Number 6. The STD slides. Okay? Now, once every 3 months in this program, I was in this program for 11 months. Once every 3 months, everybody in drug court would be called into this back room. This back complex room that was like the biggest fucking room I've ever been in that's fucking drug court related, okay? And this guy from the health department comes in and shows you slides and talks about all the fucked up situations he's seen. Do you know how much that fucked up my mind? Do you even know? Do you even know how much that fucked up my mind? Imagine your mind fucked up times like 3 times, because that's how many times I had to fucking watch that shit. Like, literally, imagine sitting at fucking tables and being forced to pay attention and ask questions and answer questions and having an STD slide. Bruh, the nastiest. The fucking nastiest pictures of STDs and whatnot being fucking slid across the fucking projector monitor. Fucking a projector monitor. Okay? It was nasty. I had to sit through that shit 3 fucking times. And by the second time, I was like, yo, I've already seen this. I remember it. Can I go? And they were like, no. And that shit right there pissed me off. Nobody in their entire fucking lives should have to sit there and flip through pictures of that shit while this dude from the health department is telling you all the fucked up, crazy ass fucking stories and shit that he's seen. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that shit? Like, who the fuck would want to get paid for fucking doing that? Answer that question. Who would want to get paid for doing that? Who would ever want to get paid for doing, like, bruh, you're showing, I was a juvenile at the time. You're showing juveniles pictures of naked people and showing them, what was it called? Fucking, oh, why can I not think of what it's called? Suggestive, I can't fucking say that word right now for shit. Material, you know, like, out in front of your eyes, you know, that makes you think something else, showing you that, and then showing you pictures of naked fucking people. Isn't that like child abuse? Like, sexual harassment? Like, what the fuck? But I got off drug court. I did my shit right. I was able to smoke. And hopefully, just hopefully, you'll be able to too. Don't trip out about it. Just go with the flow and roll with the punches. Peace out.